No.
Just kind of roll through it, you know.
Okay,
Okay.
Small stuff.
you're live, Cole.
All right, let's go. Okay, so just limited inspection of the garage or the driveway, walkways, porches due to all the snow coverage. So just make sure there aren't any loose pavers, cracked concrete. There's a hose bib at the front of the house. It is leaking a little bit, just like a constant drip, so that needs to be tightened up. Also, there's two hose bibs, one on the left and that same one at the front that are loose at the siding, so that just needs to be secured up. Gas meters on the left side of the house, everything looks good on that. There's bonding wire, so that looks good. Main electric panels on the right side of the house, it's all labeled up, so it looks good. 200 amp main, so good size for the house. Wiring looked great. I didn't have any issues on the wiring.
Okay.
Two AC units. They're both on the right side of the house. It's too cold for us to test it, but they are 2011, so 7 years old. Making a marginal note, one of those units, the insulation on the refrigerator line just coming loose a little bit, so
Okay.
it just needs to be secured up.
Easy fix.
Yep. So underneath the flue for the fireplace in the living room here, there's just some deterioration on the stucco, the top coat.
On the outside?
On the outside, yeah. So, also some of the windows at the trim in the windows, there's just some gaps. So that should be sealed up to prevent water penetration.
So you're thinking like caulking?
Caulking, yep.
Okay.
And that's typical with the stucco, just expansion, contraction. But yeah, caulk it up. Also, one of the windows for the living room here, there's just like a ding in the trim. Somebody might have hit it with like a lawn chair or something.
Okay, in the plastic?
No, it's actually the stucco trim.
Oh, stucco trim,
Yeah.
okay.
Missing window screens, so I'll make note of that. Also, no window screen on the sliding glass door.
Okay.
Some more deterioration on some of the stucco work. Yeah, specifically, so in the back patio here, where the corners of the roofs meet,
Right.
there's going to be quite a bit of water splashing up from the patio onto the siding, and you can, it's pretty obvious some of that paint or the top coat of that stucco is starting to flake off.
Okay.
So. Few lights outside just aren't working, so just replace those bulbs.
And you're going to have pictures of that stucco in your report, right?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, making a note that the roof surface is going to go not inspected due to snow coverage. There's a spot in the fascia on the left side of the house. So the fascia where the rafter tails meet, it's starting to pull loose a little bit, so there's a little bit of a gap between the rafter tails and the fascia.
Needs to be secured.
That just needs to be secured up. And a couple of the cleats where the fascias meet,
Okay.
that's just coming loose too, so that needs to be secured up. Goes with just the model home, but quite a few doors are missing.
Right.
Just don't install those, so just make sure they install them. The half bath here, the faucet's missing an aerator, so
Okay.
that little mesh thing, so that should be replaced. Living room fireplace is working, tested that out. Master fireplace is working as well. And we couldn't get the fireplace in the patio and the porch to work, so just asked the builder to make sure that those work properly.
Okay.
And a couple lights inside are just out, so replace those bulbs. One in the middle closet, and then another one in one of the bedrooms. So.
Perfect.
And that's all I got on mine.
Okay.
Hey Richard, I'm Ty, and on kind of stuff with Cole and Dave and I were talking, once the snow melts off the roof, we can swing back by and take a look. So we'll just stay in touch. You can give us a call too, remind us. When we come take a look at the tiles and stuff, just make sure there's no crack or missing tiles or anything going on. I was in the attic, I didn't see anything that jumped out at me, but we'll double check it for you once that's melted off. Just let us know. Checked out the kitchen, everything's good. I would check during your final walkthrough and have them, they didn't hook up the cooktop. So the gas and electric's not hooked up yet. They usually do that on these modeled homes. I did test the ovens are working fine, but just get that hooked up and make sure that's working correctly. There's a little bit of a crack in the stone countertop here next to the sink. They might be able to put some glue in there. They may not be able to do much about it, but kind of check that out when you guys are here. out in the garage. Your water heater looks good. I was just talking to Dave too as well. One thing on your water heater, they didn't hook up. You have a recirculating pump, which is nice, especially since your master bedroom's so far away from the water heater. They have no power cord from the recirculating pump up to the outlet. So that needs to get a power cord attached and then make sure that's working quick. And you can put your hand on it just down low. You can kind of feel it if it's working. And then also when you turn the water on the master, the hot should be there pretty quickly. So I would make sure that's working. And then the exit door kind of back here that comes out of the garage, it's either settled a little bit. It's really hard to get the deadbolt locked, so I had to really lift up on the door. So I get that adjusted, and then it's missing some weather strip too. And since you're kind of facing this way with the weather and stuff, I would make sure that door is good and sealed up. And then you also have another boiler out there, a lock-in bar, which is for some kind of in-ground heating. I heard it running when I was out there. It must be for your driveway or walkways, but there was an error code on it. So I don't know if it's working right, how they've got it plumbed, so you might get some more information on that or have that checked out as well. And then Cole didn't mention, but I saw the doors out in the garage. You know, got all the interior doors off since this was a model. So I'd make sure all the doors are here, test those out. And then we're missing window screens everywhere as well. And then your furnaces are in the attic. There's actually access right here next to the kitchen. Both your furnaces are on this end of the house, but you do have 3 zones. So you have a larger furnace that feeds the left end of the house, master in those bedrooms. You have 2 separate zones for that end, and then a separate furnace for down here at the kitchen end of the house. The smaller unit that feeds the kitchen end had a little bit of vibration in the induction fan, so that's what pumps the flue gases out. So I'd get that cleaned up and have a heating air guy take a look at that one. But other than that, they're working okay.
So you say it's 3 zones with 2 furnaces?
Correct.
So it's like a baffle system?
Yep, so there's baffles for that end, for the master end bedroom end of the house.
Okay.
So that's a split system down there. I saw the zone controller up there, and we shoot all the duct work. All those are the zone controllers working good. So yeah, that's a split for that. And then as Cole mentioned outside, some of the refrigerant lines are missing a little insulation, and also on the condensate lines. So I'd have to make sure all that's covered. There'll be some pictures of that in the attic. It's just some small sections of some insulation on those lines. And I've got a picture up there. The attic framing looked great. Insulation coverage looked great. And then, you know, it's not a huge deal. I don't know if you're a wine drinker or not. They put a little closet over here that says wine cellar, and it's got wine racks in it. They actually put a heat duct in that room. So not my favorite. If you're going to keep nice wine in there, you might look at getting rid of that or cut that off or something.
Right.
Because you're going to be heating that room with a register in the ceiling. So you may want to get rid of that. And that's what we got.
Awesome.
So, and any questions, my name's Ty, I'm the owner of the company. Our number will be on the report, email, and everything else. Feel free to call me or email me if you have any questions.
Cool. Thanks, Ty.
All right, thanks.